Welcome to FMN Sport, where passion meets performance. Your home for the latest sports news, match analysis, exclusive interviews, and all the action from the world of football and beyond. Whether it's breaking transfer updates, tactical deep dives, or unforgettable moments on and off the pitch, we've got you covered. Subscribe now and join the FMN Sport family, because every play, every goal, and every story matters here. Let's kick things off. Arteta slams first half display in Anfield draw unacceptable. Mikel Arteta didn't hold back in his post-match assessment after Arsenal came from 2 goals down to earn a 2-2 draw against Liverpool at Anfield. The Gunners conceded twice in quick succession during a poor first half showing that left their manager furious. Liverpool struck twice within minutes, the first coming from a quick throw-in that caught Arsenal off guard. Andy Robertson capitalized with a cross that Cody Gakpo headed home, setting the tone for a chaotic opening half. Despite rallying in the second half with goals from Gabriel Martinelli and Mikel Merino, who was later sent off for a second yellow, Arteta was visibly frustrated with how the match began. "What we showed in the first half is completely below the standard," he told Sky Sports. "Yes, we reacted in the second half, but reacting isn't good enough. It should never have gotten to that point. That level of performance is just not acceptable." Speaking to BBC Sport after the game, Arteta elaborated on what disappointed him most. "There were a lot of issues, especially how we defended, in the mistakes we made after giving the ball away. Against a team like Liverpool, those errors are unacceptable," he said. "We were way off what we expect of ourselves." "I was very upset," he added. "I don't want to see reactions. I want to see actions. If you want to win trophies, you have to be ready in those key moments. If you're not winning, you better make sure you're the best of the rest." And today, that moment was here. Injuries mount, but no excuses from Arteta. Arsenal were without several key players, including midfielder Declan Rice. Jurrien Timber, who returned to the bench, was not fit enough to be used. Despite that, Arteta refused to use the injury list as an excuse. "We had nearly half the squad unavailable again, but still we came back from 2-0 down at Anfield," he said. "We could have won it, and in the end, we might have lost it with a mistake of our own. But if we're serious about challenging at the top, we have to maintain our level for the full 95 minutes. Arsenal's recent league form has been inconsistent, with just one win from their last 6 Premier League games. With 2 matches left, they need 2 more points to confirm a top 5 finish and a place in next season's Champions League. The Gunners, who narrowly missed out on the Premier League title to Manchester City last season, are now 15 points behind this year's champions Liverpool. After finishing with 84 and 89 points in the previous 2 seasons, they can only reach a maximum of 74 this time around." Arteta acknowledged earlier this week that the team's league performance has dipped. "I still completely believe in the players and in our direction," Arteta said. "Next up is a difficult match against Newcastle, and we want to lock in that Champions League spot in second place. That's a big motivation for us." He concluded, "If we can't be the best, then we need to make sure we're right behind them. That matters. We had players missing, others playing through injuries, and still we performed at a strong level, just like we've done most of the season. That's the standard we need to uphold." Not nice to hear. Were Trent Alexander-Arnold's Anfield boos unfair or justified? As Trent Alexander-Arnold stood on the touchline at Anfield, preparing to make his 373rd appearance for Liverpool, there was a noticeable shift in the atmosphere. This wasn't just any appearance. It was likely one of his final home games in a Liverpool shirt, following the announcement that he would depart at the end of his contract in June. The 26-year-old, long seen as a symbol of the club's modern era, is widely expected to join Real Madrid this summer. And during the recent draw with Arsenal, some Liverpool fans took the opportunity to voice their displeasure at his decision, greeting him with boos as he came on. While the jeers were met with supportive cheers from others, former Premier League champion Chris Sutton called the reaction shocking. Longtime teammate Andy Robertson also weighed in, telling Sky Sports, "It's not pleasant to hear that. But people are entitled to their emotions," Robertson added. "That's just how I feel, and I won't tell anyone else how to feel. I'm gutted to be losing a close friend and top-class player. He's made me better, pushed me to new heights. His impact on this club will last, and he'll always be remembered. We've experienced so much together. He'll be missed. Everyone can have their say. Slot defends decision. Liverpool boss Arne Slot confirmed ahead of the match that Connor Bradley would start at right back instead of Alexander-Arnold, leading some to wonder whether Trent would feature again for the club at all. But with Bradley on a booking and Liverpool pushing for a late winner, Slot made the call to bring Alexander-Arnold on. Speaking to BBC Match of the Day, Slot said, "Fans are entitled to express themselves however they choose. I heard a mix of reactions, but my job is to win football matches. If Bradley is too tired or at risk with a yellow card, and I have someone like Trent on the bench, I'll use him." That's exactly what I did, and he nearly won it for us with a few brilliant passes. That's what makes him so special. It's straightforward. I made the decision to help us win. Sutton, Trent deserved better. BBC pundit Chris Sutton expressed sympathy for Alexander-Arnold, who has won 9 trophies with Liverpool, calling the fan backlash unwarranted. "Trent deserves much more respect than he got today," Sutton said. "What exactly has he done wrong? He's achieved everything with the club and now wants a new challenge. Not all fans booed him, but those who did, it was a poor show. No one's bigger than the club." Alexander-Arnold signed a 4-year extension in 2021 and was later named vice-captain by Jurgen Klopp. His roots in the city and loyalty to Liverpool made the reaction all the more emotional. Former Liverpool defender Jamie Carragher, speaking on Sky Sports, reflected on the reaction. "I imagine the manager will be surprised at how loud the boos were. It might have been Trent's last Anfield appearance. If you're upset, chant for Bradley or someone else. Don't turn on your own players. That invites criticism. Liverpool fans place huge importance on playing for the badge. If you're from the city like Trent and I were, it's seen as unthinkable to leave. But truthfully, many players probably dream of clubs like Real Madrid. I've seen it in the dressing room myself." Former England and Manchester United star Rio Ferdinand also chimed in on social media. "Can't believe Liverpool fans booed one of their own. Yes, you might be frustrated with his decision, but he's won everything and cost the club nothing. It makes no sense." Fan voices on the controversy. Jason, "You can't sing 'You'll Never Walk Alone' every week and then boo a player who gave you so much. Trent will always be a legend in my eyes." YNWA. Matt, "Would people still boo if Trent left for a massive transfer fee instead of nothing? I don't think so. He's done everything for this club. I'm sad he's leaving, but I respect it." Rob, "As a loyal fan and season ticket holder, I found the booing disgraceful. If anyone's to blame, it's the club for not offering him a deal last year. That may have forced him to consider other options." Tom, "Disrespecting all Trent has done, the trophies, the memories, by booing him in his final matches is an utter shame. Fans talk about loyalty, but where's theirs now?" Ben, "I wouldn't personally boo him, but I can see why others feel betrayed. He's allowed his contract to run down and is leaving on a free. That stings for many supporters." This win brings us one step closer to the league title, and we're very happy. The victory puts Barcelona 7 points ahead of second-place Real Madrid with just 3 matches to play. The title is within touching distance. While things are looking up for Barcelona, the same can't be said for their rivals. Carlo Ancelotti appears to be nearing the end of his tenure at Real Madrid, and it's unraveling in the worst possible way. Though Madrid contributed to a thrilling encounter, a 4th straight defeat to their fiercest opponents has effectively handed Barca the league. Kylian Mbappe scored twice in the opening 15 minutes, making him the top scorer in a debut season for the club, and later completed his hat trick. But Madrid's defensive weaknesses were again glaring as they allowed 4 first-half goals. Conceding 16 goals in 4 Clásicos is a damning statistic. Mbappe's efforts in the second half brought some hope, but Barca's attack continued to cause chaos. Madrid's fate might have changed had 21-year-old Victor Munoz not missed a golden chance late in the game. But scoring hasn't been their main issue. The real problem lies in balance. Ancelotti has struggled to find harmony among a team boasting elite talent like Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Rodrigo and Jude Bellingham. It was a hard-fought match, competitive until the end, Ancelotti said afterward. We had a chance to equalize, but that's football. It was a fantastic game between two top sides, and I can't fault my players' effort or attitude. It just didn't go our way. But our defending was poor. That's clear. Ancelotti is expected to leave at season's end, with Xabi Alonso, currently managing Bayer Leverkusen, tipped as his likely successor. The job ahead won't be easy. Asked before the game about his future, Ancelotti replied, "My love affair with this club never ends. It will last until the final day of my life." A season without silverware feels like an undeserved send-off for a manager who's delivered 15 major trophies to the club. This was the daily sports news for today. Stay tuned for more content and please subscribe, like and share to get the latest updates.